Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cavs Daily, brought to you by FanArc. I'm your host, Paul Williams, and you have found your one stop shop for everything Cavs related, hoops related, sports related, Cleveland related. You can get it here at Cavs Daily. If you could, before we get started, hit the sub button, like. You can do that later if you actually like the video. And hopefully you'll follow me along on this journey as we count down till the season begins. And as we count down till the season begins, there's a lot of predictions, articles about what people think this type of or this season will turn out, player rankings, things of that nature. And one of the main, not power rankings, player rankings that come out every year right before the season starts is the ESPN top 100 player list. And yeah, I mean, the Cavs did have only four players on the list. Um, and while it's nice to have four players on the list and four players in the top 43, might I add, but it still feels like a slight to Cleveland, to be honest. First off, without question, DeAndre Hunter should be on the list. I don't want to keep you guys here for 30 minutes today, but I could go over so many names between 50 and 100 that, I mean, at least 70% of those guys you can argue DeAndre Hunter should be in that spot. Yet he was totally left out of the entire ranking. I can't understand it. It doesn't make sense. He is more than top 100. I think he's top 70 in the league. And we're going to talk about him a lot more. But yeah, guys like Walker Kessler, Steven Castle, Peyton Pritchard, Nickel Alexander Walker, Devin Vessel. I mean, Mitchell Robinson, Andrew Wiggins, Zach Edey, Jonas Valanciunas. a lot of guys made the list that it's kind of hard to see how DeAndre Hunter doesn't find a spot on here. I mean, Kamara from the Trailblazers, he had one solid year where he played good defense. I guess that gets you into the top 80. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I'm sorry. It's kind of crazy to not see his name in there with some of these names, especially when you see Cam Johnson at 67. I think DeAndre Hunter and Cam Johnson are pretty equal and close to the same player, and I don't see a 35 at minimum 40 spot difference as far as their ranking should go. So that's really ridiculous. Dort from OKC at 64. Come on, man. Come on, ESPN. I mean, I know how you guys do things, but wow. But yeah, the Cavs did have four guys on the list. Jared Allen was the lowest ranked at 43, which I'm out of all of them, that's probably the one I'm most okay with, I guess I'd say. I still think he could have been in the top 40, but 43 is not bad. Not as disrespectful as some of the other rankings, to be sure. So Jared Allen at 43 is cool. We'll deal with that. The ones that I really had a problem with are coming up, and we'll start with Darius Garland at 38, which is a jump from where he was last year at 57 in these Fugazi rankings. But still, when I look at some of the players around him, once again, Amen Thompson has a lot of potential and can and will be a very good player in this league, but don't know if he's better than Garland yet. Zubac, I don't know. And then John Morant at 33, five spots ahead. We've talked about that. I'm taking DG. Say what you want. That's just what it is. Trae Young at 29. I honestly think that's the area Darius Garland should be in. Tyrese Maxey at 28. What has Maxey really done or proven to be better than Garland? What has he led his team to? What accolade? What more has he done than Darius Garland to be 10 spots ahead of him? Derek White at 26 is crazy. Derek White is a perfect piece on what the Celtics were, which they aren't anymore. But Derek White basically top 25 in the league. I can't be the only one. I can't. Chet Holmgren at 24. Just talked about him. Just crazy, crazy work by ESPN. Not surprising, though, at all. And then the final two Cavs both came in the top 15, which sounds good till you hear the spots. Donovan Mitchell came in at number 15 in the most recent top 100 rank, which means Evan Mobley came in ahead of Donovan Mitchell at 13 in the NBA ranks. Both were behind guys like Cade Cunningham and Jalen Williams, who finished 12 and 11, or were ranked 12 and 11, respectively. First off, I hate for them to make me go get us talking about each other, our own squad, but Evan isn't above Donovan yet. I'm sorry. And Donovan should be top 10, no question about it. ESPN is so trash for these takes. It makes no sense. And Cade Cunningham and Jalen Williams are not better than Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry. If you think that, more power to you, but stop the cap. Evan Mobley should probably be about 12 or 13, but Donovan Mitchell should be in the top 10. There's no question. So saying Donovan should be ahead of Mobley, it's not a knock on Mobley at all. It's saying Donovan is way, way disrespected right now. Mobley's in a decent spot. I do think 11 through 13 for Mobley. But Donovan, come on, man. Jalen Brunson at 10. Kevin Durant at 9. In 2025. LeBron at 8. 2025. We're in 2025. Steph Curry at 7. Anthony Edwards at 6. And Victor Wembanyama at number 5. Vic Wemby is top 5 in the league right now. After, 80, 90 combined games in 2 years. Top 5. ESPN, do you even, the narratives you put out and the ridiculous list like this that you make do get into fans and people's heads, and especially casuals, and they run with it, and it is just blasphemy for you to put out rankings like this on the front page of ESPN. If you think the 5 or 6, 7, 8 guys I just named that came in ahead of Donovan Mitchell are better at this moment than Donovan Mitchell, you don't watch Cavs basketball and you don't really know hoops. I'm sorry, you just don't. And Victor should not be top 5. He shouldn't even be top 10. It's ridiculous. Like, I know ESPN and certain outlets want certain players to be certain ways and certain things, but they still got to get there first. They got to get there first, and they're not there yet. And I'm sorry, we're just going to go into the second segment because I'm already there. These guys are so overrated. It's just, am I crazy? Am I tripping? I don't think so. And no matter where they put any Cavs players, Wemby should never be top 5 on anyone's list at this moment. I'm not saying he can't be there. I'm not saying he won't be there next year. I'm not saying he can't win an MVP, but at this moment in time, he is not top 5. I'm sorry. And Ant-Man, I love him. He's my son's favorite player right now, which I'm trying to get him refocused on Donovan and the guys. But that's another subject. But He's not 6, and I like him a lot. And Steph, LeBron, and KD are not 7, 8, 9 right now. I'm sorry. That's cap. That's a lot of cap. And Jalen Brunson is not top 10. Oh my gosh. What has Brunson done more than Donovan? I guess he went to an Eastern Conference final. So all hail to Jalen Brunson because he went one round further than Donovan Mitchell. Way to go, man. Go New York. Really deserving of all the praise. I hate. Do better, ESPN. Please, 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 please do better. Next subject. Do better, ESPN. I'm begging. All right. On to the next topic. Sorry, guys. I know I've been ranting a lot lately. Just, it's hard for me to sometimes bite my tongue on certain things, but let's get back to some fun Cav stuff. And let's talk a little bit about a guy I was earlier mentioning, DeAndre Hunter. I guess a guy that's not top 100 in the league according to ESPN, but the number one odds-on favorite to win Sixth Man of the Year. But he's not top 100 though. But yeah. Anyway, the 28-year-old, or I'm sorry, he's still 27. He'll be 28 when the season starts. So still only 27, 6'8", 221. He's not. I do think he still has, not this last year, but overall in his career, underachieved when you look at the potential he has. Coming out of Virginia, played 2 years there, won a championship there, was a huge piece of that, and came to Atlanta with a lot of expectations and played well. I mean, injuries were the main thing that slowed him down. Didn't play. I think he played 19 games in his second year. Didn't play over 70 games his entire time in Atlanta. Played over 70 games for the first time last year when you combine Atlanta and Cleveland, the games he played with each team. But yeah, health has been the main thing holding him back. Also, his role early on in Atlanta was kind of undefined. He started for years and then came off the bench the last couple. Seemed like he played better off the bench. He had his best year in 23, 24, even though he only played in about half the season. He averaged 19 points and 4 rebounds and a steal a game. Big piece of Atlanta and was a big reason they kind of fell off when they did because of his injury. And then last year, he came out firing with Atlanta, shooting 48% from the field and 43% from the three on high volume. He was having a great year. Got traded to the Cavs where his role was obviously going to get diminished a bit when you're playing with so many top level type players that the Cavs do have. So he went from averaging almost 18 a game to around 15 a game once he got to the Cavs. You could tell it was taking him a little bit to really get comfortable with the Cavs. He started 9 total games for them throughout the season, but mostly came off the bench. He did acclimate well, and he had some big games and had some big moments, hit some big shots. But I do think there is another level to DeAndre Hunter, and Kenny Smith kind of alluded to it, talking about him being the MVP of the summer and that there is more inside. I agree with that, and I think he could be a borderline all-star, honestly. I don't know if he'll get enough opportunity on this team right now to do that this year, but I think he can take another step where this year it's obvious, like, he is like a above average starter or low level all-star, mid-type all-star that can be a 20 points per game guy, average 5 rebounds, and play some good D when he wants to. He has the length. He has all the athletic ability. He can play defense and play elite defense when he really wants to. He can shoot from 3 uh, better than most small forwards in the league. He has a lot of tools that could make him a very, very good player in the modern NBA. He just needs to put it all together while staying healthy. And according to the Cavs, they have a lot of good plans for the guys to make sure that happens. So I'm excited to see if DeAndre Hunter could be even more than just a very good sixth man and be someone who's threatening for an all-star spot or threatening for a really big contract when his contract does come up, because he's showing that he could be like a number 2 option or number 3 option on a really good team. I think that's his ceiling, and I think he can really get there. And to wrap things up today, we're going to talk a little bit about the dynamic and the talk about Evan Mobley. Just he has to be the number 1 guy if the Cavs want to win championships and get to the highest level possible. And I've echoed that. I do think Evan Mobley, I mean, I was saying this years ago, I think the key to this Cavs core is truly unlocking him, because I do think he can be an MVP level player, a top 5 player in the league. I do truly believe that. But it's just gotten so far to the point where it's like, yeah, I do think he has that in him, but I also do think Donovan Mitchell is a great player as well, and I don't think the Cavs necessarily have to have Evan Mobley averaging like 27 points a game, 13 rebounds, and Donovan taking a huge step back, averaging maybe 21, 22. I don't think it has to be like that. I think Donovan could be the same Donovan he was last year when he made a huge change and stepped back big time as far as dominating the ball, putting up as many shots. Like he cut all that a lot out of his game, and he did it for the betterment of the team. And I think he can stay around what he was last year, and Evan Mobley can still grow into a superstar right alongside Donovan. Why can't Donovan be the 7th or 8th best player in the league and Evan the 4th or 5th? Like, that can happen, and they can coincide as like co 1As or co go to guys. And Mobley's game right now, at least, isn't built to be like the go to scorer at all times. Like, yes, the Cavs talk about making him an offensive hub this year, which I love, and I do think he still has more potential on offense. But I think him going from 18 and a half, 19 points a game to 21 next year is a great step with the team he has around him and all the talent he has around him. Look what Tim Duncan did. He wasn't averaging 28 every year, but he still had superstar impact, won MVPs, won championships. Evan could do that, and Donovan can still be the Donovan that I think he is now, which is a clear top 10 player and a guy that can be part of leading a team to a championship. The second round narrative around Donovan is Fugazi, maybe in Utah. You could say what you want, but here, there's been a lot of circumstances besides just Donovan not being able to lead his team past the second round. So when people say that, just they're casuals when they say that. It's way deeper than that. And I think Donovan can lead a team further than that. But I also think that it'll be great for Evan Mobley to take that next step and turn into the superstar we know he can be without Donovan having to sacrifice much more. I think it can coincide and all work together, and I think it will. I think that is what's going to happen, but I just don't like how the narrative's turning into like, is Evan Mobley already better than Donovan? When is he going to be better? If not, we'll never win. He's going to have to be the guy that takes all the shots at the end. No, like LeBron was the best player on the team, but Kyrie took the game winners. Like Evan could be the best player, and Donovan can take the game winners, and it could still work. I promise it can work, and it will work. Let's just sit back and watch. And as it unfolds, we'll be talking about it every day here. But for now, we're going to wrap it up. Another intense video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're still with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And until tomorrow, take care, and I appreciate you guys.